Hello, this reading is for Aquarius. I did not feel like showing my face today, so this is how we're doing it. It's all about the cards. Um, so I'm going with the continuing theme of what is your person keeping from you. So first out, we have the King of Cups here. And to further explain that is egotism, but this came out sideways and it keeps trying to tilt this way, which is very interesting. So for me, this is telling me that there's a struggle with this energy, and with it being the King of Cups here in the reverse, I feel like this is talking about maybe struggling with a diet or struggling with drinking. And kind of trying to find a balance with that. So the King of Cups in the reverse talks about, being cut off from your emotions and maybe even being like a little bit mean. So it would make sense that egotism is coming up, like kind of tilting more to the upright. Or maybe there's like some type of a superiority type of vibe happening because maybe they're cutting themselves off from drinking where their partner maybe isn't. Interesting. And then we have the King of Wands here in the reverse with surveillance in the upright. So your person has been watching you intensely, observing you. I feel like this is talking about a feminine energy because we got two kings here in the reverse. So, I mean, it could go either way. Your significant other could be a woman or you could be a woman. Or both. But it's almost like your person is maybe looking at you in a negative lens or feeling like they need to like constantly watch what you're doing. I'm like hearing the word like ugly, like not really liking what they're seeing. Feeling like it's not becoming of you, like whatever it is that you're doing, your person doesn't really like it. And it has to do with appearances. Interesting. And then we have the Three of Cups in the reverse here, the Ace of Swords in the upright, and the Two of Cups coming out together to further explain that natural disaster in the reverse. So this is definitely tied, I feel like, with partying and emotions. So for me, the Three of Cups card talks about like getting together with friends and having a good time. And there, in this particular card, there's grapes around them, there's pumpkins around them. So I'm not sure exactly what season is happening, but there's like a good bit of abundance around them. All that's in the reverse. So this is talking about like maybe keeping to themselves or not participating in social activities really, especially when it's in something that's high intensity with emotions, or partying, drinking. And then we have the Ace of Swords here, which does talk about new beginnings. It also talks about new ideas. and maybe like some new ideas as far as like knowledge or spiritual connections. Tied here with the Two of Cups, which is like a true partnership card. But they're separate. They haven't come together yet. So I feel like your partner is really paying attention to their health, and they feel like you're not. I think they're low-key kind of judging you, but they're kind of keeping it to themselves a little bit. And I feel like they feel like there might be a disconnect between the two of you on this, that you guys might be moving in different directions, and they're trying to find a balance between this. I feel like it's almost like a type of freedom that they found, and they want to share it with you, but they realize that even though you're together and you're a thing, everybody has their own journeys to have, even when you're having a journey together with your person. So I feel like they're just kind of waiting for you to follow suit and to like step in on that energy with them. And they're trying to not they're trying not to be like well, I know better type of like this real ego mentality. And I feel like they're also like they're not necessarily the dominant one in the relationship, but they feel dominant in this journey that they're on. So they're like looking for you to, join them on this journey. They might be feeling a little bit left out, or feeling like maybe you guys might be drifting apart, or not necessarily drifting apart, but like spending less time with each other. Not really anything major, to be honest. I don't feel like I feel like they might be like hiding it from you because they don't want you to feel like they're judging you, because they're not judging you, but they kind of are. But because they care, that's part of the reason why they're judging. And it's also part of the reason why they're kind of just like separating themselves a little bit, to try and give you the space that you need to do what you're going to do. But that doesn't mean they're like stepping away or walking away or anything like that, because they are keeping a very close eye on the situation, and they're not walking away. But yeah, maybe you might want to have a talk with your person, and maybe you might want to look at your health goals, or maybe you don't have any. Maybe it's time to make some health goals. Yeah. And, your partner understands, because you are an Aquarian, that you need your freedom and that you need your space to do your thing. And they're giving that to you they're giving that to you by allowing you to do what you're going to do and try to be in a judgment-free zone, and then keeping their judgments to themselves, kind of. But this could be a tricky situation, because it could create conflict, or it could drive you guys further apart. So yeah, I think that is what your person is keeping from you, and I think this is just a simple matter of communication that needs to take place, and maybe realigning some goals in your life, and decide what's important to you and what's not important to you as far as your health goes, because clearly health is important, and the longevity of life and how long you live depends on how much time you and your partner will spend together. So that is my reading for Aquarius, and I hope it resonated, and I hope that it was helpful in some way, shape, or form. All right, thanks for tuning in. See ya. Bye.